Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's a Firesworn Friday, and I've got a deck for you guys. So this deck came into being because as I was playing on ladder, I realized a lot of decks from older seasons are making a comeback, getting really good value. And there's a few key tweaks you can make to some decks with some of these new cards to really amp them up, bring them up to a new level, while still retaining a lot of the synergy that we saw from prior expansions. One of those is Firesworn. I'm just swapping this to Crystal Skull. I have run into a few decks that utilize lock. It's helpful just to get some survivability onto your knights here. So there's a couple of different ways you can play this. I have another good friend, Square Juice, who jumps on stream all the time, who has another deck that he recommends. I'll just flip through it real quick so you guys can see. Personally, I really like Sacred Flame and Grand Inquisitor Helvede, which his deck does not have. I think it just gives a little extra oomph to a round. Could be first round, could be second round, could even be third round to really kind of carry you over the top. Then Horson Senior with Halfling Safecrackers is just a great combination. Crazy good value, lots of tempo out of those. So here's the other one. We're going to call this Crime Swarm. I might make a deck on it next week. Big difference here, though. This one includes Igor, so you can get Igor to spawn extra Fallen Knights. He's really the only engine here. And his deck also has Herald Gord. The other deck is still also a crime deck, so you could swap in Gord over Roderick. DeWet. Roderick does give you 1 coin per turn, which isn't a ton of synergy with this deck, but he also gives you that spawn on order with that Fallen Knight synergy with this Flaming Rose Footman that can be pretty good. I don't know. Follow your heart. The biggest thing this deck lacks is consistency. So it can be a little bit difficult, but I found that consistency cards really aren't all that helpful for this deck. So the main consistency problem I ran into was not missing Helvede, Ulrich, or Jacques. Sometimes I do really miss Cleaver, and it might be helpful to get consistency for Cleaver. But the bigger problem is getting Fallen Knight and Ulrich in your same hand. So if you wanted, you could sub out Halfling Safecrackers for Casino Bouncers, good tempo, decent thin. And you could sub out like Sacred Flame for Bank. But I found there's enough point synergy here, there's enough value I can get out of these cards that I can play a little bit faster and looser than I typically would. So just note that that is the weakness of this deck. No deck is perfect. But the engine value of a Firesworn deck in the current meta is still almost unparalleled, in my opinion. Ugh, I have like a hangnail. I hate those. I'll just jump into a game here, show you guys how this works. Trying to mix those two words together. Don't do that. I don't know. Probably the hardest thing with typical crime decks is you just struggle to often get points onto the board, where this deck really kind of solves that problem. The biggest things I'd worry about are like Igni, Yurden, resets, cards that, like a Vautier Steel of a Fallen Knight late in the round could be brutal. Oh, I should stop proclaiming all the weaknesses of a deck before I go on stream to show it off. But this is why we added in Crystal Skull, so at least we have that going for us. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I don't even really know what to do here. Because we don't get a ton of consistency, I can't like put Jacques back and hope for him later. Bloody Good Fun is of some value here. Roderick is probably the least valuable card here. Alright, this should be enough. I will note that Excommunication is also a consistency play, so now do with that what you will. Oh, I expect a lock here, but I just need a warm body for Cleaver, so. Ooh, Enforcers. We don't have a ton of coins generating here, so we're gonna get around this in a kind of a weird way. So now we can use Bloody Good Fun to kill this Enforcer, Assault to kill the other Enforcer, and Payday to kill the third Enforcer. But we do want to put the Punish down on these guys pretty quickly, just in case we have a good friend Amir coming into play. Amir does like to steal 1-point units. But anytime I see Turkanal with Enforcers, I know there's some kind of spying synergy the opponent's going to try to work here. Right now, Bloody Good Fun is a little of an overspend. It's 7 points onto 6 damage. But you really do have to handle these guys. Or you can just surrender to the powers that be. Recognize that you can't have everything in life. Cleaver does play pretty well with the Fallen Knights as he's able to get that removal value. Just gonna go for Payday here. Just value. Oh, I hate being on blue coin this season. I hate that. I don't know why you give up so quickly. Maybe just had no answers for Cleaver and was just wanting to get out of it? I don't know. Alright, bunch of crimes with Whoreson is kind of the perfect combo. I don't really need Roderick in here. This is all we could have asked for and more. We'll save Sacred Flame, Jacques, and Ulrich for final round and play the rest of these cards. The question is, do you want to get anything else done first? And I think the answer is probably not.
Yes, you! Have you made your offering?
We need to save our last leader charge for XCOM, which we'll probably pull here pretty quickly, just to try to get some thin into the deck. I'd like to grab Furco onto Diaz to get a double thin and to get Diaz back later. That would be like dream come true. But honestly, any other crime would be good, except for probably Congregations. Alright, Fiffion is a terrible play. And we will show you why. So Fiffion has 11 health, 5 damage. Get him down to 2 pretty quickly. Not very hard to deal with Fiffion. Mir's fine. I mean, he's going to put a spy on maybe on one of these lackeys. Later on, so we'll have to watch out for that, but we're gonna roll the dice here with a smuggle. Oh, the opponent goes for the lock. Not a great choice in my opinion because they still get bonded, so this is still gonna be 2 damage. I want to go ahead and remove this Fiffion. Take the 5 damage onto Amir, and we'll clean him off with Bloody Good Fun next turn. Pretty simple. I'll probably go for these Enforcers first, actually. Yeah, we'll go for Amir. They're of no value if Amir's dead. Points are points. If we lose him now, it's okay. It's really not the end of the world. Ugh. Nilfgaard is like the one deck that gives me anxiety with this deck. Jacques does transform into Grandmaster because we are Devotion. Another reason I don't run on Nero with Gord in this deck is for that. And he gets that passive coin every time we play a Firesworn card, which is over half of our deck, so. Or I guess gets Imperial Enforcer's a lot of value here. He gets the removal. Good for him. I got exactly what I wanted, so I'm not going to fight it. Anna, I kind of expect Anna with the early Imposter onto the Lackey. Good value out of Vincent here. We're kind of done here. We're down a card. We both exhausted leader. Could have gone better for us, but certainly could have gone worse. So one Enforcer's out, so you can get one more, presumably just out of the hand. I think if I was the opponent, I kind of would have tried to string me on a little bit more. Let's put back... Smuggler's worth 6 points. Congregation is worth more. Come on. See, this is that problem I'm talking about. We should still be okay this game. Oh, but it's going to be perilously close. Ulrich just plays for 3, 4, 5 points. Depressing. Sucks to miss both of these through all. I mean, I could have mulliganed more last round. I guess that's maybe what I should have done, but we are what we are. We are where we are. It is what it is. All that stuff I normally say. Definitely want to pay the tribute here. We need the tokens for the penance. And we're just playing Jacques here because we need to pay for Jacques. We need all the Intimidate cards out that we can get. Oh my gosh, I'm saying all the wrong words. We need all the Firesworn cards that we can get so we can get these extra passive boosts onto Jacques. I expect maybe a coup de grace here. I don't know, this is a little bit... Seditious Aristocrats are really good with Amir. If you miss Amir, they don't really have much purpose in life. So here we're just taking the coins. Right now we're just building up for Helvede. And everybody is Firesworn except for Joachim and Roderick. So right now I'll have to just kind of price in that delta. I have no idea what he's going to grab. I would... Emissary is great. I would do Emissary onto the Brothans, use a good engine, keep him alive, good points. Good value there. Alright, let's keep range row free. Heat wave's always a possibility. At this point, I'm, you know, just gotta play. Unfortunately, Sacred Flame doesn't count as Firesworn. Super annoying. Like, oh, it's just a flame. It's an inanimate object. Is it? I don't know. I feel like it should be. I mean, I guess the locations aren't, right? So. Great value here, lots of spies.
Down with tyranny. Yes, that's the right shout.
Helvied's never gonna get a ton of value for us, but just gotta make sure we keep some room open here.
That one, he venerates not the fire.
And Diaz is the kind of makes the most sense as finisher for us. He might just clog us up here. Yeah. The unfortunate truth. We're just gonna play Procession. I don't want to lose them. Helvied at this point just plays for some profit on Dejak, which is good, but not super helpful. Want him to pull back these operatives. Suck. Has to be a bronze unit, so at least that's good for us. Flaming Rose Footman puts it just out of reach. But I also don't want to boost these operatives anyway, so. I don't know who he's going to lock here. Certainly don't understand that. I expect a swap here, maybe. Not quite enough. Yeah. Oh, we go up against the one deck that I have problems with.
Tell me what you've done.
Missing the knight was really brutal there. Is what it is. Like of all the decks to go up against, you know, we get the worst Nilfgaard deck of all the Nilfgaard decks. Ugh. The wind sucked out of your sails a little bit when that happens. What we really needed was Fallen Knight for round 2 to really step up the pressure. It just, yeah, didn't happen. Is what it is. See if we can draw into one now. Actually, I do like this combo of cards. Bloody good fun. I have a little bit much of those. Let's put back one of those as well. Getting red coin in this meta is just a death wish. Like there's no way of climbing back out. The one exception might be like a really good Witcher's Northern Realm deck.
It requires patience and a keen ear.
I expected, I think he was trying to find a regular Griffin Witcher just to kind of pepper some damage, get some value that way. Ugh. Just need a few more coins this round.
Don't give up easy.
Alright, let's go for...
Enough. Do something. Stop mucking about.
Let's go for Cleaver. We need to get to 4 coins so that we can spawn the extra dwarf to get value, but he's still a 2. He's still a 2-point intimidate engine right now, so still getting value out of him. I'd just like to have one more.
I hope we can trust you.
Man, that's a commitment to Margarita right there. Alright. Let's see if we can get some more coins another way. Right now this does 7 damage, which would give us 3 back. Ugh. It's a rough day. It's a rough day to be in the neighborhood. Just value at this point. Notably, they can't convert her, so. She also sets us up for a nice Diaz if we want to go for that.
Why don't train on the cone? I hate it.
Even better. Alright, now we get the setup that we need with her. So at this point, yeah, we can still put up a little bit of pressure here, so I'm going to. I keep Payday here, because I do expect one of those Griffin Witchers to come back again.
No, I'm on it.
I prefer Von Hurst with my Knights, but I'm probably going to use him here just so I can get procession set up. It's really kind of Von Hurst versus Keldar at this point.
One of you must know the answer, surely.
Can I do the pendulum? I'm much better at that.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Always going on about this Mark fella.
We just need him to stick for one more turn. We'll carry over 2 coins, so we just have to add 1 more to get Whoreson to work anyway. Opponent's probably looking to get out of this one, but let's step up the pressure.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering? You are worthy neither of mercy nor forgiveness.
Pretty good value here for procession, gets us a clean win.
Climbing's the easy bit. Getting down's another matter.
Getting the opponent to continue committing also works. Notably, all of these are Firesworn except for Cleaver and Halfling Safecracker, so that's good.
Parrying arrows been fight.
Why don't train on the cone? I hate it.
Woo! This is getting rough.
Harder, harder.
Just waiting. This is an extra point to just wait here. And Keldar spits out a 2-point Witcher every turn, so we can go ahead and kill that for the Diaz. But at this point, I'm just kind of playing chicken with the opponent, saying, how far are you willing to go? So right now I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18 points. Puts me at 63 plus 2 points of damage plus an additional point of boost on the Halfling Safecracker. This might be a boiling oil to remove. Nope. Alright. Everybody gets to make choices.
The sticks spin around and smash you. Can I do the pendulum? I'm much better at that.
This is like an exceptionally sad Ulrich.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Might just pass here. Ugh. Oh, now I lose on evens.
Remove his cowl, then his ear.
Oh, way to call my bluff. Damn. Northern Realms Witchers is still dope. Alright, let's see if we can... I'm just going to put Diaz back so I can get it with Furco. Oh my gosh. Come on!
Can I come down now?
Just need something of value.
By denying penance,
I so hate that look at the top 3 cards from your deck and play one of them instead, so I will get one of these back.
condemned by your
And obviously that's put back again, so no justice there.
Yes, I work with someone. For now.
Just gonna use Jacques here probably. Oh,
go beyond, become more.
Humanity will perish while the few survivors will be like animals.
it's building up the coins for Porcelain Senior. We can use him as a brutal Erland. Brutal.
Give the word. Retrieve the ball. No, I'm on it.
$19. This is not how I want to spend my day.
This one, the tackler.
Oh. If he plays this, which he will. That's a bad play, by the way. Unless this is going into a Voimir. Ugh, shit. Oh, Erland's the best 2-0 card in the game. I said it before and I'll say it again. Oh boy, man, as this perennial problem with this deck. This deck always has had this issue. And you see us putting up tons of points, getting really good value, but if we miss those Fallen Knights, we're hosed. And there's no good way to get a bronze card into your hand. There's no consistent way to do it.
There'll be nothing to pick
If
up.
we go into like an Arch Griffin deck or something like that. I don't really want these crimes up front. I do really like them, but I don't want them right away. Oh, this is rough. Helvete has very little use for me right away, so. Ugh. Had better days. Virgo also has a crown splitter, so you can get him next to Cleaver, but just can't seem to get what we need here. Maybe I should have learned from last game, but whenever I see something with armor coming down, I'm more concerned about removal or like a Vladimir swap with armor and health. Yeah. Some days just aren't your day. Appears like we're in one of those for me. Let's just get some coin value generated here. Oh yeah, let's do this.
The bolt softens them up, the sword finishes them off.
Let's do this.
By denying penance, you confirm your guilt.
Trying to decide if I want horse hunt. I think I do this turn.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Oh. I'd prefer not to kill it, so let's do last one.
That one. He venerates not worthy of the fire's purity, not worthy of its light.
Some days your luck just sucks, my friends. Some days your luck just sucks. We'll take the last parlay off of this coin generation here. But I think we're probably safe to hero pass at this point. Margarita's not a soldier, so he still needs to get some setup up here. Alright, Bloody Good Fun needs to go back in. It's really just kind of dead value to us now. Alright, I mean, I like those cards. Let's see if we can finally get it. Finally! Was it so hard? Ugh. Making me work today. The lock's gone. Not like it would matter for Northern Realms since you don't get a good Purify anyway. And whenever I see Margarita, it tells me that you're running Devotion. We need to get like one more coin, so probably have to do Jacques without and withhold the tribute. Does get us 2 conversions that way too. Petrie's Filter. I don't know. Who knows these days? To be fair, Congregation and Sacred Flame is probably enough for this round. I mean, this is value, but I don't get it. Let's go ahead and do it. Hate using Shock as a coin target though. This feels bad. And using Petrie's onto Selkirk is not my idea of fun. Jeez. Somebody's backpedaling.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
The only way this makes sense to me is if you're going to play Varaxis to reset it again. And you're probably not going to do that.
Give me a time.
Few things more satisfying than a kill from a distance.
Comes Varaxis. Oh, Archer. Okay.
Have a look at that. Like falling stars.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
And we can convert all of these with Lieutenant von Hurst and boost them all. Maybe on Sace? Yeah, problem with... I don't know. The problem with using Pincer Maneuver is once you use it, you've used it. And unless you have some genius idea in the wings, I think you're kind of out of luck here, buddy.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Good luck. Oh, who brings surrender these days? Yeah, not enough. Alright, well, there's your win. Oh, you're making me work on ladder, man. Yeah, Petrie's Filter. Don't use Pincer if you're gonna do that. Maybe he had some other thing he was gonna show off. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Look, it performs typically pretty well. It's a weird meta. That's all I can say. But until next time, good luck out there. Keep on the path, keep on Gwenting, and roll credits!